build a complete digital product checkout from a Figma file, wire it to Stripe, and then use AI commands instead of prompts to do it. Stay with me. I'm Pallen, a brand strategist. On this channel, I share practical ways to build and scale digital products without unnecessary complexity. Today, I'm partnering with Rocket to show you how their new precision mode works, specifically how commands let you build faster by telling AI exactly what to do instead of hoping that it just figures it out. We're going to build a real product page for Pallen, my client, selling a one-time digital product called Julie's Top Reads. We're going to start from a real Figma file, connect it to Stripe, and then use commands throughout the build. Let's get into it. From my experience, most AI builders start to fall apart the moment that you bring real design into the mix. Not this one. Now, before we get into Rocket, I want to start in Figma. This is the actual design for the Pallen product page for Julie's Top Reads. A real layout, real copy, and real structure that we want to ship. Starting in Figma matters because this is where design decisions already exist. Spacing, hierarchy, typography, and flow here are all intentional. Instead of asking AI to guess what a project page should look like, we're giving it here a clear source of truth. It also sets us up for a much cleaner build. Now, hopping over to Rocket, this is where things get exciting. Before I import, I want to call out that you can build across frameworks like Flutter, HTML, Next.js, and React. And on the integration side, Rocket connects with tools like GitHub, Supabase, Netlify, Stripe, which we'll feature today, OpenAI, Anthropic, Gemini, Perplexity, Google Analytics, and more. For this build, we're going to focus on Figma first, and we'll later connect to Stripe for a one-time digital product checkout. I'm importing the Figma file now. Next, Rocket asks which framework that I want to use. I want to choose between options like Next.js or HTML or React. I'll choose React and let it finish its import, and then I'll skip ahead. When the import finishes, I'm not starting from scratch. Here I have a clean foundation that reflects that original design, and from here, everything becomes really about refinement, not reconstructing it. That's where precision mode and commands start to matter. This is where precision mode really starts to show up. Watch how different this feels compared to open-ended prompting. I'm opening the command menu, and instead of a blank input here, you're going to see a structured list of actions that you can run, and these are grouped by category. At the top, there are commands related to brand and identity, things like updating the app name, logo, and theme across the project. Below that, you'll see layout and structure commands. These are focused on changing how the current screen is organized. So restructuring sections, updating content, swapping elements, or adding something new. There's also a quick fixes section for common cleanup tasks, spacing, alignment, layout issues, you get the idea, and an AI feature section for things like generating images or generating suggestions on what to build next. That's pretty cool. For this first change, I'm going to focus on content. I'm going to be very specific about what I want to change. Let's make that text under the header tighter and easier to skim. And because this is a scoped command, the update only applies to the current screen. Nothing else in this project is affected, and I can see the result in a few moments. I think this is the difference between prompting and commanding. I'm not hoping that the AI understands my intent. I'm giving it a clear instruction, and it's executing that change cleanly. Edits are faster, more predictable, and a lot easier to repeat as the project evolves. Now, this is usually where AI tools get vague. Instead of explaining what I want, I'm just commanding it. What I like about this is how much control I have. I can be super specific about what I want, changing text word for word like this. But I also don't have to micromanage everything. I can also lean on Rocket to take the wheel when it makes sense. For example, I didn't explicitly ask for an FAQ section, but Rocket suggested it based on the page content and the fact that this is a digital download. Honestly, that is a spot-on suggestion. I hadn't thought of that, but it's a really good idea. So let's see what it does. Here we go. Oh, look at these. These questions cover everything. Someone might be wondering before buying what's included, how access works, whether it's a download, what happens over time. This is awesome. This is the balance I'm looking for. I can be precise when I want, but I also don't have to have the full picture yet. Rocket can step in with suggestions that actually move the page forward. Now we're connecting that thing that actually really matters, getting paid. Let's start on Stripe, where I've got my publishable and secret keys under the developer tab. I'll need both for setting up this digital product checkout. When your keys are pasted, Rocket will be connected to your Stripe account. It's really that simple. Using the update content command again, I'm asking Rocket to connect these buttons to a one-time Stripe checkout, handle the payment, and then deliver the digital file after purchase. And it builds the entire checkout flow for me. It creates the Stripe connection, adds the environment environment variable for the price ID, and walks me through exactly what needs to happen in Stripe, creating a one-time product and copying the price ID. Here's what that setup looks like in Stripe. Easy. And as instructed, we'll add our actual price ID in place of the placeholder by commanding it accordingly. Give it a moment, and then it's updated, friends. That is it. This is what you can achieve with Precision Mode. Now, our fully functional landing page for this one-time product, and we didn't have to stare at code to make it happen. Incredible. So this is why Precision Mode matters. Instead of wrestling with prompts, you're giving AI clear instructions, commands, keep changes scoped, predictable, and fast. And when you're building something real, like a digital product, a paid digital product, that control makes a huge, huge difference. If you want to try Rocket for yourself, I've linked to it below. Drop a comment, let me know what you'd build with this workflow. I read every single one of them. I'm Pallen, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.